Well, staying on the topic of artificial intelligence, software company EBD recently published some new research about how leaders are approaching agentic AI. And in the study, which included more than 2,000 senior executives across 13 countries, EDB says that only 23% of enterprises today understand that success depends on three factors. That's the integration of AI and data, sovereign control over both, and the ability to operate as their own AI and data platform. Well, joining me now with more is EDB's CEO, Kevin Dallas. Kevin, great to have you on the show this morning, and give our viewers an overview about why agentic AI is at the forefront of the conversation now.
Well, thank you, Kristen. Well, first of all, we're moving into a AI first, sovereign first world. And the reason for that is we're seeing this explosion of AI applications. And these are AI applications that range from agentic that started in 2022 to now physical AI that we're now starting to see with robotics. And because of that explosion, there's this need for a platform that can support these applications. So there's a responsibility around the security, compliance, and regulatory requirements around these applications.
What do you see as the top level findings in this report?
Yeah, if you look at the report, it was fascinating. Global leaders claim that the number one topic in the boardroom today is around AI. It's also around sovereign AI, the ability to build data and AI platforms within their corporation, within their nation. And what was also interesting is a tremendous number, 23%, are already using AI in their own AI factories. So they've built their own AI factories for this. But that will increase to 50% in 2028. So we're seeing a rapid movement towards building their own AI factories, again, to meet many of the security, compliance, and regulatory requirements for those industries.
Kevin, what exactly do you mean when you say sovereignty?
Well, for an AI perspective, you run the application, there are many requirements, many responsibilities. And what that means is if I've got an infrastructure to run my AI, I need to make sure that that infrastructure is one, secure, two, compliant, and three, it gives me the ability to be agile around my business itself. So when you build your sovereign AI platform, you need to make sure that you own that system, that AI and the data, and that data stays within your enterprise or within your nation. So there's a lot of thought into building a hybrid platform where I can run my data wherever I want to run it, be it at the edge, be it on-prem or in the cloud.
Yeah. And what does the report show to that end?
The report shows that in the past, there was a move towards the cloud. All workloads are moving to the cloud. Now what we're seeing is 57% of our customers are actually using AI in a hybrid environment. And that's because of the regulatory requirements and compliance requirements by industry. There's a need to have that data set on-prem or at the edge. So we're seeing a lot of movement towards a new hybrid platform. There's also a move towards open source. We find that a lot of our customers were really tied to cloud platforms, single cloud platforms, and what they want to move to now is a multi-cloud solution that supports their platform.
So when we think about agentic AI and sovereignty across the globe, are there any leaders that are really sticking out to you?
Yeah, from an agentic AI perspective, many of the customers are actually looking to build these solutions, but many of them are really in the pilot stage because of the challenges, of course, in terms of deployment and deploying it in a way that's secure and compliant. We're seeing many of the providers now, like NVIDIA, like Microsoft, and EDB, that are building up this new AI infrastructure, this new sovereign data and AI infrastructure that enables these new applications. So we're seeing, again, significant movement by the suppliers, NVIDIA to EDB, and we're seeing, again, these pilots being created by our customers. And then, of course, we're moving into the next phase of commercial deployment of these exciting agentic AI solutions. And we expect to see millions of these AI agents around the world.
Kevin, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us early in Seattle. We appreciate it. That's Kevin Dallas. He's the CEO at EDB.
Thank you.